Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you all doing? Thank you so much for clicking on my video. As you can see from the title, it is another weigh-in update for you. If you're new, hiya, I'm Marcia. I am 53 and I live in North Yorkshire. I'm on Mounjaro, which is a weight loss GLP-1 injectable, and I had my very first injection back in May last year, and so this week's weigh-in is for week 34. I cannot believe it. I'm absolutely loving my journey. I feel like a completely different person. It's fantastic. So if you're thinking about it, you fit all the criteria, you know, you've got no reason why you shouldn't be on it, I would honestly say just go for it. You know, if nothing ventured, nothing gained. But yeah, it's been absolutely incredible. I am getting towards the end of my journey of the weight loss section, but we'll chat about that at the end of the video. So yeah, it's for week 34. So my current dose is 10 milligrams. This is this is the last week of my current pen. I've had 3 pens at 10 milligrams, so I've been on it for 12 weeks. And I feel it's been like a really good dose for me. Yeah, it's been fine. It's seen me safely through Christmas and New Year, which is always a worry. And yeah, I've had no real issues again with it. I have to say, my side effects for my whole journey, I feel like I've been very lucky in that I've not really experienced very many terrible side effects. In the early days, you know, I'd be a bit headachy, a bit cold, have the odd day when I felt a bit low on energy, but for months and months and months, I just feel so well. It just feels like my normal, you know. I have no real issues, which is brilliant. So my injection days are a Monday, I weigh in on a Tuesday, so I am back again right on the correct day, giving you my update in real time. So I'm really pleased, and I definitely want to try and continue updating on my actual weigh-in day, because then everything's fresh in my mind and I'm not getting mixed up. So this past week has been a really good week. Obviously I had my first weigh-in of the year last year, and I had a nice weight loss to start the year off, which is always nice, reassuring, and very unusual compared to previous years, in that I started the new year at a fabulous weight, the lowest I've been in years, rather than another year starting at a new heavy weight. So it was just really refreshing, and mentally it's really good, you know, just to be able to not be in that negative space in January. So it's, yeah, I feel so happy. My bowels have been a little bit sluggish the week before, if you remember, because I've been away over New Year and things, and I've taken a couple of Imodium instants. So pleased to report that everything now is back moving and back to normal, which is really good. So I've got no bowel issues, no constipation, no diarrhea, no awful wind, anything like that. I've never had sulfur burps. I don't get indigestion. Having said that, I don't eat really fatty foods or anything like that. So yeah, everything's been good. No headaches. I'm just trying to think if I've had anything at all. No nausea. I have actually slept fairly well this week, which is really good. And in fact, this morning I slept in. I can't believe that. I was in bed a bit later last night, but I've had a really good sleep. So the best sleep I've had in weeks. So just everything seems to be going really, really well. I have managed to get in the gym this week, but only once. I was wanting to get in 3 times, but at least I've made it in once. So we'll try and set some goals at the end of the video as well, and see how that goes. Food wise, I feel like I'm really back on it now. I feel like I'm eating well again, and yeah, it's like Christmas has gone. We're back on with it, and I'm just trying to sort of eat some different foods and things like that. I have got an Instagram if you want to check me out over there. I post all my food. I'll pop the QR code up here, and I try and post all my food on there. So if you want to see what I'm eating and things like that, you can check that out. Or I have got like my daily vlogs. I post virtually every single day here on YouTube, sharing like what I eat in a day and just sort of general chit chat and what I'm up to. But at least then you can sort of see all the food I'm eating, how I'm feeling like day by day. And I do also break down all the meals using my NUTRACHECK app, and we have a little look at that as well. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, if you like vlogs, if you like just sort of hanging out with somebody else that's on the weight loss journey, jump over there and say hi. Loads of people are watching my videos now. It's brilliant, and everyone supports each other in the comments. It's so lovely. I've got my couple of playlists, everything's linked down there. I've got all my weekly updates, monthly updates, daily vlogs, food hauls, you know, when I go and do my food shop as well, I share all those with you as well. So yeah, I hope you will come and join me. So let me give you my starting statistics. So as I mentioned, my very first injection was on the 21st of May 2024, and for reference, I'm 5'5", just so you know, which is 165 centimeters, and I'm 53. So my starting weight was 13 stone 12.8. I'll just move over so you can see it here. 13 stone 12.8, 194.8 pounds, 88.36 kilos, and my BMI was 32.4. The pens I've been on, I had one pen of 2.5 milligrams, one pen at 5, three pens at 7.5, and I've just completed my third pen at 10 milligrams, and that brings us right up to date. In the early days, I did take the 5th dose from the pens, but now I don't. I just do the 4 doses from each pen as like the manufacturer's guidelines say, and that's kind of what I do. But you do you. No judgment on my part at all, you know, like we're all in this journey together. I just want to welcome all my new subscribers as well. So many people have subscribed. I just honestly can't believe it. So welcome. And thank you so much for joining me on my journey. Hopefully we can all support you on your journey as well if you're on a weight loss journey. If you enjoy my videos, give me a thumbs up so I know that you like them. Leave comments down below. I read every single one, and eventually I reply to everybody as well. I try and get, I think I'm about 4 days behind, 3-4 days behind with my comments at just now, but I try and answer any sort of like timely ones immediately, and then all the other like general chit chatty catchy up ones, I catch up with them as I can. But yeah, everyone gets answered to, so I'd love to hear how you're getting on, what you're up to, what plan you're following, if you're on any injectables or not. So yeah, say hi, that'd be cool. So the apps and things that I use the NUTRACHECK app to track all my food. I use that mainly because initially to make sure I was eating enough, because my calories were extremely low in the first month or so, worryingly low actually. So yeah, I just wanted to make sure I was eating enough calories, and now I've kind of set myself a goal that I want to eat a minimum of 1200 and I aim for about 1500. So if I'm between 12 and 1500 calories, I feel really happy with that. I'm aiming for good amounts of protein. I am happy eating carbs. I've kind of set my carbs at about 150 grams a day, sort of target, which is a nice healthy amount to eat. And yeah, nothing is off limits. If I fancy it, I'll have it. And yeah, I'm not really anal about macros, but as I say, I do try and prioritize protein, and I do fairly well with my protein. December was a bit shoddy, but overall I feel like I'm doing pretty well. So yeah, I use NUTRACHECK for that. The fitness app I've got on my phone at the minute is the Evolve You app. I signed up for 12 months. I've got a referral link for that if you want. And excuse me, the scales that I use to get weighed on are RENPHO scales. I bought mine from Amazon, and again, I've got a link down below because people are saying which ones is it, which particular model. Everything's linked in the description box, so go check it out. Okay, so that was my starting statistics, and yeah, I'll pop a little thing on here of my weekly weight losses. So as you can see, I don't have huge weight losses. They're usually very slow, quite often less than £1 a week. But over time, those small amounts add up, and then you end up with a really good weight loss, and it's healthy. You're losing stacks of muscle, you know, it's just steady. And for me, slow and steady is absolutely fine. I don't need £4 a week off at all. It'd probably scare me actually. I'm quite happy slow and steady as I go. Right then, on my NUTRACHECK, I like it because obviously you track your food and everything. I track everything every single day, but you can look at your rolling 7-day average, which I find really useful, especially when it is weigh-in day, because then I'll take my averages for the past 7 days, just click a little button, it calculates it, I'll pop it in here, and then you can see if that's the reason that's impacted on your weight loss, gain, maintain, whatever. So yeah, this week, for week 34, I have averaged at 1,313 calories. I feel that's on the lower side for me. I can definitely sometimes push up more towards 1,500 calorie. A couple of days I missed lunch, either having a bit of a more brunchy breakfast, or just really busy and losing track of the time, or other things like that. But I had some supper one night to try and compensate for missing my lunch out, and just sort of trying having a few extra calories where I can here and there. I felt really satisfied through this week. I haven't been hungry, but I feel hungry at meal times. So yeah, I feel like I've got it right. I'm able to eat my meals as well. You know, I'm not really leaving very much at all. Occasionally if I'm being a really big fatty with my massive dinner, or if I don't like it, but I've eaten so well. Protein this week was 86.4 grams averaging, which, looking at how many grams per kilogram of my body weight, is 1.29 grams per kilo, which is a really good amount. So I'm happy with my protein this week. Carbs was coming on target at 147 grams, and my fibre 18.7 grams. So yeah, a little bit low on what the recommendations are. However, compared to previous weeks, I feel like it's actually quite a good week for me. So yeah, I'm happy with that. No bowel issues, nothing like that. I'm not having diarrhea, I'm not having constipation, so I feel my fibre that I'm taking in is okay for me. So yeah, let's get on with my weigh-in, because that is what we're here for. So what I'll do, I will do a split screen for you. I'm going to do a screen recording now so we can have a look at everything in real time, so you can see what I'm seeing, and we'll just look at my RENPHO scales, can't think of the word. Yeah, so it's been another good week. I have had a weight loss this week, and I'm really pleased to let you all know that this week I have weighed in at 10 stone 6.7 pounds. That is 146.7 pounds, 66.5 kilos, which means I have lost another 1.1 pounds this week. So the same weight loss as last week. So I'm really pleased. For me, I think that's the first time in such a long time that I've like lost over a pound on like a couple of weeks running, you know, especially this far into my journey now. So I'm really happy with that. So yeah, my BMI is 24.6. So I am so happy. I have lost altogether, I've lost 3 stone 6.1 pounds since the start of my journey, which is 48.1 pounds, and I've lost 21.8 kilos. Guys, this is crazy, this bit. I've lost 24.7% of my starting body weight. So nearly a quarter of me has gone. That is like, wow, that is absolutely crazy. So let's have a little look here at the app. So I really like this because you can sort of compare to previous weeks and things like that. So I've got mine set to compare to last week, obviously. So we look at the body composition here. Virtually everything is in green. So you can see here my weight has gone down 1.1 pound. BMI has gone down 0.2. Body fat has gone down 0.2. My overall muscle mass, it says, is down, but if you look at the skeletal mass at the bottom, that is up. So that is really good. Subcutaneous fat is going down. My hydration is going up. This is a really exciting one because this hasn't moved for so long. My visceral fat is now 7. Really happy with that. Metabolic age has stayed the same, which is grand. BMI has only changed minutely. Protein's the same. Yeah, so there we go. So I'm really pleased with those numbers. If we have a little look at, where am I looking at? Here we go, on the body composition. So this is quite interesting. So we can sort of scroll through just to see where I am on like the little slidey scale, if it's like normal, if it's below average, above average, or whatever. So it just puts things into context a little bit more. So as you can see now, I have got a healthy weight. I'm in the little green section, which is good. And alongside that, the BMI also is in the green section. Body fat, it still says that I have too much fat on my body. Now I do feel I have still got a bit on my belly, tops of my thighs, but guys, I am in no way feeling fat at all. But I'm aware that I have got, like, that's probably where I've got the bit of fat now on my body. Plus I've got boobs, you know, this is going to come into this equation, isn't it? And the little point of note, like these scales, these smart scales, they're only a guesstimate. These are not accurate, you know, 100% accurate at all, not by a long shot. So I use them more as an indicator, so I can have a look at what the trends are doing overall, so you can see if things are improving or you know, getting worse or whatever. So just take them with a pinch of salt. I just have to say this every week. Don't get too hung up on the numbers. So muscle mass is at the upper end of average. My subcutaneous fat, it says, is still high. My body, oh my gosh, I've gone green on my body water, on my hydration finally. I've always been in the blue on the low side. So hurrah, hurrah, I am finally better hydrated at last. It's only taken 34 weeks to get there. Look at this. My visceral fat is 7. This, I think it started off at, we'll have a look on the other chart in a minute. Did it start off at 14 or 16 or something like that, like high, really bad? I'm nearly at excellent. One more number down and I'll be at excellent. I'm just like, wowzers. I'm so happy. Yeah, my metabolic age is 55. That's great because I started off at 60. My BMI is good, so that's how many calories I'm burning at rest. Protein, just for your body, so it refers to the total amount of protein contained within the body's cells, tissues and organs. I mean, I really don't know how it knows this. And then my skeletal muscle there, it says, is low. Fat-free mass and bone mass, they mean nothing to me. Okay, let's have a little look at the graphs. We'll go through them and then we will set a few goals for the week ahead, chat about things there, and then yeah, try to keep it snappy so they're not too long, these videos. So if we have a look on trends, and then here we go. I like to set mine for to look at the last 3 months, so that gives us our weekly rate. Bear in mind, this is only from like 3 months from today, moving back, not from the start of my journey. You can scroll across like this, and then the numbers at the bottom will change. Obviously at the start of my journey, I'd expect like weekly rates and that to be a lot higher, so you can see there. But yeah, let's just bring it back to the present day weekly. There we go. Come on guys, get with the program. It's just not wanting to play ball. So this is what happens when you fiddle with the screen. All right, so let's have a look at the trends, and what I'll do, I'll flick between the 3 monthly and the all, so that way you can see what the past 3 months have been averaging out at, plus overall from the start of my journey. Again, if you're not interested in this, I will try and put a timestamp down below where you can just skip ahead. But if not, just fast forward is absolutely fine. I don't mind. So weight, in the past 3 months, the average amount I'm losing is 0.6 of a pound now. From the start of my journey though, averaging out at 5.9 pounds a month, which is really good. Nice healthy amount there. That's like about 1.5 pounds a week, isn't it? Yeah, about 1.5 pounds a week averaging typically from start to finish, which is bang on what it ought to be. My BMI, why is it doing this? Over you get. Oh, it's being really naughty. Here we go. So my BMI is now 24.4. Really pleased about that. This is something I'm going to have to be thinking about with my maintenance as well. We'll have a chat about that later too. So a weekly rate of 0.1, but from the start of my journey, as you can see, it's just coming down, 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 losing like 1 a month. I think this is because, oh, this is driving me mad. Okay, so for body fat, my weekly rate has come down by 0.1%. So it's been a bit of a wiggly wobbly line, but if we look at it from the start of my journey, you can see there it's just continue to come down. So sometimes just look at the bigger picture, you know. I always say, just don't focus on one day, don't focus on one meal. Look at your journey as a whole, look at your week as a whole, and just, yeah, that's why I like to do with my calories and things like that. It's why I like to look at my weekly average, because if you have one meal that's really high on calories or whatever, I don't think, oh well, I've blown it, what's the point, might as well give up now. Well, no, just look at your average for the 7 days. Your body doesn't care about one meal. Yeah, it might respond to, it's going to spike, you know, your sugars might spike and things, but it doesn't really care in the bigger picture. So just think about your whole journey. Think about what you've achieved. Look at what you were, you know, how much you weighed, what you look like, how you felt when you started your journey versus now. So yeah, one bad day does not dictate your journey. So, oh, get that on a t-shirt. So yeah, my body fat there, that's how it looks like over the whole journey. So my muscle mass has, there we go. So muscle mass is, it's been again a bit wiggly wobbly. It says like obviously losing muscle mass, which again, it's a weight loss journey. I am going to lose muscle mass, but when we look at the skeletal muscle, you'll see that that's improving. So, you know, again, you've got to expect to be losing mass because you're losing weight as well. So yeah, and then but by eating your protein, you're going to help reduce your muscle wastage and things like that, and by lifting weights and doing exercise. So that's it's, you can see it's steadying out now. I lost quite a bit to begin with at the start of my journey, but now it's leveling out, and so I want to see if we can start to reverse that curve through maintenance. That is going to be really interesting to see what happens later on, so I'll definitely be reporting back on all of that. My subcutaneous fat, again, so down, coming down 0.1% a week. Started up at 35.1%, now 31.4%, so that's nice. And again, a nice slow steady graph. So for my hydration, again, it's getting more and more hydrated as time goes on. To be fair, I've drank a fair few cups of tea this week. And then like over the bigger picture, that's it from the start of my journey to now. That's it there. So I've increased my hydration by like nearly 4%, which I suppose is pretty decent. Visceral fat, oh, this is such an achievement for me. I'm so happy with this. Highest was 14. I am now at 7. It's been stuck, as you can see, on, it's been stuck on 8 for the longest time. But yeah, we are finally moving down, which is oh heck, what am I doing here? I do this all the time. I never know what I'm meant to press. Oh, anyway, let's get that off. There we go. Let's move on to my metabolic age. So I really want to improve my metabolic health as much as I can. And yeah, I'm down at 55 now, which is great. I started off like with the body of a 60-year-old. So I'll be 54 in May. So being 55 just now, I'm actually okay with that. I really am. There's my whole journey. You can see there it's improving all the time. Once I get back in that gym and doing more exercise as well, that should continue to improve. I would really like it to obviously get to my actual age, and then goals for the future is to get my metabolic age younger than my actual physical age. That's the goal. We all need some goals. My BMR, so that's my calories I'm burning at rest, is 1,306, which is roughly kind of what I've consumed this week anyway. And then obviously on top of that, it's just any activity and things that you're doing, just moving about, existing and things like that, you're going to be burning your calories. So yeah, it started off 1,467, but the smaller you are, the less calories you need. So that is fine. That's my overall picture there. Protein, I'm not too worried. These don't really mean very much to me. We'll just keep it on the all journey for that. My skeletal muscle, so for the last 3 months, it's been static quite a bit actually. This is interesting, up until January. In the last 2 weeks, my muscle is improving, so I definitely need to get in that gym again and do a bit more workout. Let's see if we can get this up. So that is good. And over the whole journey, you see it's been a steady incline, which is really, really good. So I started off at 35.3% was skeletal muscle. I'm now 38.2. Fat-free mass, bone mass, these mean nothing to me at all. So let me just turn off this screen recording. Is there anything else I need to show you on here? I don't think so. I think that's everything for that. Fab. So yeah, that's this week. So now going into week 35. It was injection day yesterday. I have actually moved up dose. So yesterday's injection, well, I gave it last night before I went to bed, was 12.5 milligrams. So next week's weigh-in is going to be my first week on 12.5. So we will see how that goes. I probably wouldn't have moved up had I not ordered this quite a bit ago, and it's been sat in my fridge, and I would have probably happily stayed on 10 milligrams. However, it's expensive. I've bought it, and I feel this is my last opportunity to use this 12.5 milligram. I feel like if I was to leave it for another 4 weeks, I think then I'd be too far into, like, I may even be at like my actual target weight in 4 weeks, I just don't know, or extremely close, and I don't think that'd be appropriate then to move up. So my plan is I'm just going to use the 4 doses out of this 12.5 milligram pen. Then after this pen, I'm going to move back down to 10 milligrams. So those are my goals. And then I'll probably just start working back down the doses. I've got a few pens actually, because I'd placed some orders quite close together at one point, just because I was able to do so. So I've actually got 2 10 milligram pens in the fridge. And once they're done, it'll be a 7.5, then I'll be going down to 5, and then down to 2.5 and seeing where I go. That's my plans. I anticipate, so like, what did I weigh today? So I was 10 stone 6.7. I've got my target as like 10 stone, so it's like less than £7 to target, which honestly I could be there in a month, couldn't I could be there in 3 weeks. You just don't know. I could get a random week where I lose £3, or next week I might only lose 0.1 of a pound, or I could have like a weird gain or a maintain. So I'm definitely not thinking too far ahead. I'm just trying to take it week by week. But yeah, 12.5 milligrams. I'm going to see how it goes. If I don't get on with it, or if I feel like I'm not able to eat properly or anything like that, then we'll just ditch it and we'll cut our losses and move back down to 10 milligrams. But we'll just wait and see. So yeah, I'm on 12.5. I want to try and get at least 2 weights sessions in this week if I can. I had 1 last week, so let's aim for 2 this week. I am extremely busy now, like sort of preparing for house moves and things like that. A lot of stuff going on with solicitors in the background, so, and I need to start packing soon as well, so there's lots of stuff going on. But I feel pretty stress-free. All right, I'm feeling okay, I'm feeling chilled, I'm eating well, I feel happy, I feel healthy, I've got no side effects at all, and I feel like life is good. So yeah, that is kind of where we're at. So let me know how you've got on. Let me know what dose you're on, any side effects you're having, any hints, tips, recommendations. I love reading everyone's comments. Let me know whereabouts in the world you're from as well. Stick your little flag emoji in of your country if you can find it in on your phone. And yeah, that's it for today. I will see you back here next Tuesday for my next weigh-in, but otherwise there'll be a video up later tonight with my vlog, and yeah, I hope you'll enjoy watching those as well. Lots and lots of you watch my weekly updates, less of you watch my vlogs, but I would love to have you join me on my vlogs, so give them a go, pop over, say hi. But yeah, most of all, take care, have a fabulous week. I'll see you all next time. Mwah! Bye for now.